Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to have some UFC 5 online ranked gameplay in the bantamweight division. I believe this was division 18, a title fight, and you can see here that I'm going to be using Martinez, who is known for his destructive leg kicks. Now admittedly I did have some Jose Aldo gameplay as well, the king of Rio de Janeiro, but unfortunately I did not have enough space on my laptop to put both footages together, which is a shame, but maybe I'll look to do so in the future. And leg kicks is something that often isn't utilised too much. I'll be honest with you, it is quite hard against a good player to get leg kick stoppages. Anything after maybe, I don't know, Division 15 is going to be very, very unlikely, especially in 3-round fights, because once you do start picking away at people's legs, I do feel like it favours a 5-round fight more. You have more time to work with, and you can do it bit by bit while preserving your own leg health, which is extremely important, because if your opponent is getting a good gauge of your game plan and seeing that you're going for leg kicks quite a lot, the best counter to it is checking. Distance management is also good, but ultimately the checks will do damage to your legs, which in the long term, longevity wise, it will stop you throwing leg kicks because you're cautious of your own leg health, and it would deter you away from your game plan, which can be a significant factor, especially in 5-round fights against high level players. But you can see here right now, I'm being patient. It's the first round of a 5-round fight, and for anyone that's watched me throughout the years I've been making YouTube videos, that you'll know that my first round's always a round where I'm looking to make the read, see what my opponent's doing, how they're fighting. Are they boxing heavy, kickboxing heavy, what range do they want to be in, are they going for takedowns, do they lead combinations with slip straights, do they look to jab, slip hooks, are they pull countering, are they catching your punches with the block and then returning instantly, are they throwing uppercuts? It's all these little reads that you can make throughout the first round that can play dividends on the rounds ahead. And my stand-up is something that I definitely need to work on. It's been something I need to work on for a little while now, and I'm trying to actively do a better job of working on it. Now, you can see here that my opponent is doing a very good job in working in the boxing range, even the kickboxing range. You can see now he's starting to whiff a little bit more punches, which will, in the long run, do a number on his stamina. I'm trying to make the right reads, although he landed a few successful flurries early on, doing a better job now of moving away from the strikes, trying to use the lateral movement a lot as well in order to avoid the straight punches. But overall, he's doing a very good job. You can see he catch the kick, back away, because I wasn't interested in taking this fight to the ground. Like I said, I'm looking to do damage with the leg kicks. As you see, I'm mixing up by going with roundhouses to the body as well. Go for a head kick as we're putting off the fence there, but his lead leg is in a lot of trouble, throwing a lot of volume, which won't help in the long run unless you are landing significant shots, because as I said, your stamina will start to go down, and your power is also now going to be affected because the utilization of leg kicks, taking away that lead leg, it also mitigates damage, which is very realistic for any of you that have been leg kicked in real life. You will know the feeling, and it is incredibly painful. Now, that's what I'm looking to do. Coming out in round 2 now, I think I've made more of the necessary reads. Again, landing to that leg at will, mixing up the inside leg kick and using the lead leg, and then using my left leg to throw more of the power strikes. And I'm trying to wait to see when he's throwing, because if you throw it while he throws the jab, it's perfect. It does a lot of damage, which is exactly what I'm looking to do, because all of his power will be coming off that lead leg. But this lead leg now is in a very, very bad position, and you can normally tell when someone's lead leg is hurting when they're constantly trying to push the pressure a lot more than they was doing so before, and it's because they're cautious of the fact that you're now going to be able to get easier stuns. There's going to be a mitigation in power, and you can see sneaks a beautiful head kick there which stuns me, and then he was ripping to the body, but we blocked all of them, but landed 2 very good body roundhouses which done a lot of damage. Now, I definitely wouldn't just hunt for the legs like I'm doing so in this video. This is more of a extreme situation where I'm constantly just looking for leg kicks, but it's just an example of how you can mix them in with certain combinations and how the fight progresses whilst using leg kicks, what avenues open up and how you can finish fights, because ultimately once you take that leg away and your opponent's having to switch stance, and then eventually you whittle away that leg, and not only have you hurt their now trading leg, they're not going to want to throw any strikes off that leg, because as soon as you check it, it will result in a stun. So it opens up the doors for strikes up top, of course, because they're so preoccupied about thinking the leg. You can see here, I got the stun and he was instantly thinking about blocking height, which is what he was doing. And right now I'm not changing stances, which is a very bold move, especially when you've just been dropped by it. You can see I snuck in that uppercut there, and the only reason I snuck it in was because he was so preoccupied about the leg kick. But now switching into southpaw, and the switch to southpaw says a lot. You know, it's going to make it a lot easier for me now to really walk through him. And I'm not sure how good Phillips' switch stance is, but you know, it's not his favourite stance. So again, this is a massive advantage for me. You can see Phillips really trying to put pressure here, backing me up against the cage, looking to throw big combinations, big strikes as I land a beautiful uppercut to the body. And I'm just throwing what I need to, staying patient again, working away at that leg. So by the end of round 2, we already have his left leg completely finished. It's absolutely written off. My leg health is doing okay. He's doing very good with the boxing combinations and starting to get some big power punches through, which, don't get me wrong, can add up and could cause knockdowns as he lands a massive uppercut there. But overall, that leg being gone is the highlight of the round, in my opinion. You can see he's really trying to throw it, and bang, a beautiful stun to finish the round, which is definitely going to deteriorate some of that leg health. So although he did get the stun, I remember he got a stun with that lovely timed head kick. The work we're doing the leg kicks is now starting to counteract that. Now, coming into round 3, you can see I don't think he was the happiest, but he ideally is going to be, if I was in his position right now, I'd be looking to take the fight to the ground, in all honesty, or constantly mix up my stances, try and make it as least predictable as possible for me to know when to throw the leg kicks, and definitely be checking low. You can see he's using a lot of the head movement, but he prolongs it. He dips one way really heavy, and whilst players are doing that, you can really look to isolate that leg. As you can see here, jabbing away at him. I'm keeping my strikes fairly simple. It's all to try and get the leg kick, as we get a weird animation there. Rip to the body and bang, take away that leg. And now you can see I'm piecing up, but I'm being cautious. I'm not being overzealous. Does a good job checking there. I don't want to rush in and leave myself vulnerable, because I do know my stand-up isn't the best, and I do get clipped a lot of the times when I'm rushing in for the finish. So definitely something I need to work towards. But being patient, he lands a beautiful front kick there. He's very comfortable off the fence. I think he knows I'm not going to really look to get a takedown. Beautiful uppercut lands. Again, the only reason it lands is he's so preoccupied about that leg as we whittle it away there. Landed 2 beautiful hooks to the body there, uppercuts to the body, sorry, as well, mixing that in. And just, although his legs are damaged, and obviously I'm very well aware that that's the avenue to probably take to win the fight, you've still got to mix things up. You've got to keep it as unpredictable as possible, because in the long run, with good players, if you keep doing the same things over and over and over, they're going to make that adaptation, the easy reads, and it could come back to bite you. Now, Phillips is really throwing, going for broke here, really looking for a big stun to potentially level out this round, or a knockdown that can look to change things. But as it stands, the leg kicks are doing their job, doing a lot of damage. His face is really cut up. Stamina will definitely be affected coming into next round, and the utilisation of the movement is one thing that's working out really well for me. Throwing while planted, Phillips is, which is good because generating more power. However, it's also bad because that leg is just there for the taking, and sidestep the teep kick there, and then instantly get the leg animation, go for a big looping check right, but Phillips does a good job of dodging it. But you can see I'm still staying patient. I am in the pocket when I need to be. As soon as I'm outside of that pocket, I'll throw a leg kick or a teep, any sort of kick, just to keep him guessing. He slips there, trying to stun me, bang, straight to the body. I mean, them uppercuts to the body do a lot of damage. It's not something that's utilised too much, I don't think, but it can definitely deteriorate that stamina very quickly. Being very patient, you can see I'm starting to make the reads here now. I'm backing away at the right times, and now that is both legs completely finished. He's switched back to the stance in which I just dropped him, so he's gone southpaw despite being dropped there whilst at southpaw. Ducks expecting the head kick because it's the end of the round, and we go straight for that leg. So big turning point in that round. His face is completely bloodied up, but ultimately it's the legs that will be potentially his downfall as we keep going ahead. And no matter how much his damage is done throughout the rounds, I'm going to be able to get those easy knockdowns with the leg kicks now. So coming into round 4, we are now in the championship round. Now is when he's shooting for takedown. So it's a little bit late, in all honesty, unless he's trying to secure these 2 rounds and bank on winning another one and going to decision. But if he was going to implement grappling due to the damage sustained, you really should have started looking to do so after round 1, in all honesty, because one of your legs was already completely gone. And you know, you've only got 2 of them, so I was 50% of the way there in executing the game plan I wanted to execute. And not only are your legs extremely vulnerable, but it opens you up to many other possibilities, and you've also lost your punch power. So definitely something that he should have done earlier on. Again, you can see I caught him with the leg kick as he's swaying back because he's expecting a hook. Now mixing in the body uppercut. Good job with the movement, and doing a better job of keeping him and pinning him against the fence, which is something that I don't do often very well. However, that being said, on occasions throughout this fight, you can see that definitely trapped him against the fence, kept him guessing. He's been a bit more patient, and you can see overzealous. Go for that body uppercut again. He does a great job of countering with the uppercut. Fortunately, my head health's in a position where it's not the end of the world. He's really looking to catch me with something there as in leading in, and he gets a beautiful power takedown there, right into side control. But ultimately, I'm not too worried. Martinez feels really good on the feet, very light, very crisp, and like I said, phenomenal leg kicks, clean boxing, and can look to do a beautiful kickboxing fight as well. But on the ground, he's no you know, slump either. I find him very useful on the ground, can easily get up when I need to, got the right denials, and if you're looking to implement some ground and pound with him, could definitely look to do so. But again, any given option, if you're presented to it, I would get back to the feet. You can see I reversed the position here. The longer I'm there, the more likely you can get me in a potential submission that could finish the fight, reverse the position, land nasty ground and pound. There's a lot of factors that could happen. So it's all about damage limitation and mitigation, knowing when and you can and can't do things, which is exactly what I've done there. So I get up because I know I'm chasing the finish, and it's more likely to come from the feet if anything. So being patient, and bang, beautiful uppercut to finish the fight. But again, it's all come from these beautiful leg kicks. So to all the leg kick lovers out there, I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's something very different because obviously I'm a bit more grappling heavy. So I hope you did enjoy some leg kicks there. If you did like the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more UFC 5 content. Really appreciate you guys for all the support, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you very much.